Hello and welcome to Sheffield Hallam News. I'm Tommy Lee. First tonight, a large fire broke out in a factory in Leeds yesterday. Around 100 firefighters were needed to tackle the blaze at Airedale Air Conditioning's warehouse in the Rawdon area. The incident caused major disruption during rush hour, which the cause of the fire still being investigated. Shirley Henry has more.
Investigators survey the damage the day after an intense blaze. Nearly half of this factory in Rawdon has been left in ruins. At its height, about 100 firefighters tackled the blaze at Airedale Air Conditioning. Hundreds of workers were on site at the time. Thankfully, they were all safely evacuated. But concerns about 60 gas cylinders led to road closures and disruption.
The contents of an acetylene cylinder are quite volatile, particularly when put under heat. It's something that we have to monitor and control very carefully, which is why we had to close the road last night, which caused significant disruption to the commuting traffic. It couldn't have happened at a much worse time, really. We had to monitor those constantly, and actually we're still doing that as we speak now to ensure that they're safe.
Today, many workers return to the site to collect belongings, survey the damage and consider their future. Managers say they hope to get things up and running as soon as possible. But in the meantime, employees have been told not to turn up for work next week. Shirley Henry, BBC Look North, Leeds.
The national speed limit for lorries weighing over 7.5 tonnes is to be changed. They will now be able to travel 10 miles an hour faster on single and dual carriageways. Brake Road Safety, a charity which is based in Yorkshire, are unhappy with the announcement, stating that they want the original speed limit to stay due to safety reasons. The government, however, are confident the change will save businesses money as well as reducing congestion. A new climbing wall has been opened in Sheffield as part of a general growth of climbing throughout the city. It's called The Foundry and there will be an academy for the 20 best youngsters in the city. Teaching will be done by some of the top climbers in the world. The wall will also be open to members of the public and is expected to attract thousands of people to the city.
If you take South Yorkshire's best young climbers, the country's best climbing wall and the world's best in their sport, you get something pretty special.
Fun sport, because you can do your own things on the wall.
I just like really the feeling when you get to the top, because you have to put in a lot of energy, but it's worth it when you get to the top.
At the Foundry in Sheffield, they've handpicked 20 of the best young climbers in South Yorkshire and formed the Foundry Academy. But that's not all. Training them are legends of the sport. Jerry Moffat was widely acknowledged as the world's best climber for 2 decades. Neil Bentley doubled for Matt Damon in the Bourne Identity.
When I started, you never saw young climbers, and you see these little girls are maybe 8, 9, 10, and they're climbing like proper climbers, and they're up there and they're hanging on, they're pulling the rope up and clipping it in. They just look like any other pro, but they're just young kids, so it's exciting to watch.
It's just great to be able to pass on, the knowledge that I've accumulated over the last 25 years of climbing, and see these young lads, and the girls in here actually improve, their own climbing. In the centre here and over and outdoors on the crag as well.
What's it like being taught by some of the world's best climbers?
Brilliant. It's like the best thing.
And what are they teaching you?
Tactics and what to climb and everything.
I'm going to have a go now. It could take some time, so you might want to go make yourself a cup of tea. I did it! It has to be said, I probably picked one of the easier walls, but I did it!
I was very pleased with myself, but my efforts were put in the shade by these young climbing stars of the future.
Yes, very brave indeed there. On to your sport now. Sheffield United are offering fans 10% off season ticket prices for next season. The announcement was made by Chairman Kevin McCabe after he admitted he understood the fans' frustrations this season. The Blades can still secure a playoff place in League One, however that now seems unlikely following a run of just 2 wins from the last 6 games. Sheffield Wednesday are in prime position to make the Championship playoffs with just 6 games of the season remaining. Tuesday night's 2-1 victory over Blackburn Rovers moved Wednesday 5 points clear of 7th place Cardiff City, with 6th spot being the last playoff place. The Owls were without the suspended Barry Bannon, But manager Carlos Carvajal says he's pleased with the strength of his overall squad.
The teamwork that we are very happy about that. So of course this is important because you know this is a collective game. It's not tennis. We play each other, so we depend of one of another and how much you are creating environment that they are together and they have a big soul. Of course we are more strong.
So that's all we have time for today on Sheffield Hallam News. Thank you for watching as always, and goodbye.